Oh. Hello, 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 hello. My name is Joseph Verbena, and in this video I talk about how to make boundaries with narcissists. How do I make boundaries with them? Simple. If I see somebody that makes me... If I hear a narcissist say something, do something, if I see any person really say something that pisses me off, well, I can tell, okay, the purpose was to intentionally trigger me. Then I just tell them, I don't care about their opinion. I don't care if they don't like my content, if they don't like my hair, if they don't like that I post about narcissism. Whatever complaint narcissists normally use to make you feel bad about what you're doing or who you are, you just tell them, cool. If you don't like me, then why are you here? Don't need you in my space. Sounds really easy, right? Well, isn't that what narcissists do? Tell you to leave? Yes. And healthy people do that too. Unhealthy people, which are not narcissists but still unhealthy, do you know what they do? They explain. They argue. They take time. They try to make the narcissist understand, oh, don't you know? The reason I posted is because I'm so passionate about narcissism. The reason why I comb my hair like this is because I like it. Can't you respect my preferences? Of course they don't respect your preferences. They don't care why you do what you do. And quite frankly, neither should you. Why do you care why you do what you do? You do it because you want to. That's enough. You don't need any reason. Okay, so the narcissist can only manipulate you if you're manipulating yourself. If you're telling yourself, oh, I need to have a good reason for what I'm doing, otherwise I have to stop. Even though I want to do it, I need still a good reason. No, you don't need any reason for doing what you're doing. You don't need a reason to insult the narcissist if you feel like it. You don't need a reason to make boundaries, to block if you want to. You don't need a reason to publicly shame them and make posts, posting screenshots of their insults and how you demolished them in an open court. You don't need any excuses for any of that. You can do anything you want and then see them squirm while you go laughing to the bank because it's hilarious. It's hilarious that you wasted your time trying to explain yourself to people who couldn't care less. And you're not doing it anymore. So that's how you make boundaries with these people. You just don't explain. There's a technique. It's called don't explain, don't rationalize, don't justify, don't defend. So what do? Do nothing? No! Don't be like nothing. You don't need to grey rock, because grey rocking is... It's like playing dead. Are you dead? No, you're not dead. So block. And if you don't want to block, then insult. Come on! Do something. Don't do nothing. Because doing nothing is... It's a cancerous tumor waiting to grow. You see, apathy is death. Entropy. So whoever told you to grey rock, first of all, grey rocking, it's a fucking joke. Grey rocking works against the narcissist and also works against you. You make yourself sick. Why do you feel like it's so hard to grey rock? Or why do you feel like it's not really satisfying, is it? I mean, who enjoys grey rocking? Nobody. But do you know what I enjoy? To insult the shit out of narcissists, or to publicly expose them. That's what I enjoy. That's what gives me fun. That's what gives me pleasure. But grey rocking, doing nothing, playing dead? You freaking kidding me? It's not pleasurable at all. Oh, but aren't you a narcissist for finding pleasure in doing bad things to bad people? No. It's good to do bad things to bad people. So do it. Give yourself permission. To make boundaries, you need to be able to make them. And the only way to make them is to allow yourself to do what needs to be done. Boundaries are about getting you what you want, doing what you want, asserting that, not dominating. You're not dominating. You're minding your own business. They come to your business, and then you defend yourself, not by defending, but by attacking. And then, after your attack is over, you feel good, because guess what? You gave them what they gave you. Doesn't that make me a narcissist? No, it doesn't. Oh, God. It doesn't. If you give somebody what they give you, what do they call that? An eye for an eye? Justice. What's higher than justice? Ah, yes, nothing. Nothing is higher than justice. Oh, but I can't be doing justice. I'm a bad person. I'm nobody. I can't be authority. Some kind of a joke. But this is how most people's brain works. So, yeah, you can do whatever you want. Give us permission, please. And then, the narcissist, basically, he wants you to play by the rules of society. But he wants you to play by the rules of brainwashing. He wants to convince you that he can be antisocial and against the rules, but you cannot. The only way it's going to work if you believe him. Do you believe you have to play by the rules? To be a good person? Then don't be a good person. I don't care. Just make the fucking boundary. What are you waiting for? Don't play by the rules. You don't need rules. You need protection. Now in astrology, you know, I need to put astrology into this, like every other video I make. You're not getting away from me. In astrology, there are two objects, actually three, connected to the protection against evil. These three objects, if you have them prominent, they show you the best protection against evil that exists in this realm, archetypically speaking. So there is an archetype in our existence, in this world, that is the ultimate protection, the ultimate boundary. Let me reveal to you what that is. Lilith. Why? Because Lilith is connected to Algol. Lilith has two versions, Black Moon Lilith and Oscillating Apogee. So three objects, Lilith, Algol, True Lilith. Protection against evil. Why? Because if you go online and you Google protection against evil, what do you find? Algol talismans. And then you Google some more and you look, oh, what is this about? Oh, Algol is the origin of the evil eye. You know this little eye? This little blue eye you wear as jewelry or something? That's the symbol of Algol. Huh? What does that have to do with protection against evil? Well, Algol was about Medusa, who had these snakes around her head. And these snakes, they freeze anybody who looks at them. Freeze them. It's about mirroring negative energy. To get rid of negative energy, you must send it back. You can't just, okay, I will grey rock, while it's sipping through your cracks, infesting you like some kind of a virus, contaminating you, taking over, festering like a tumor. You don't want that. You want to give it back, freeze them, destroy them, attack them. And that's the function of Algol. It's Lilith, because it's the Lilith star. If you go online and look for the Algol symbol, the Algol symbol looks exactly like the Lilith symbol. It looks a little bit like a key. And this key, it locks and unlocks energy. And how do you open up energy? By allowing. Now, if you don't allow yourself to give back what is given to you, to give the shame back to whom it belongs, because Algol Lilith is all about shame, right? Lilith was called, oh, she's the demon. She's the evil one for refusing to submit to the narcissist Adam, for refusing to be controlled. She's evil, right? So what did Lilith do? Lilith said, okay, I'm not going back. I don't care. Okay, call me a demon. I will be a demon then. And what did the narcissist do? No, I need a new wife. God, please give me somebody. So God creates Eve, which is a slave, shadow version of Lilith. Eve looks exactly like Lilith, but is grey rocking for all eternity because she's dead. She's a dead person. So she gives this grey rock Eve to Adam, while Lilith, being demonized, outcast, exiled, vilified, is free, protected against evil. Lilith keyword: rejection. Rejection is protection. So that's how you make boundaries. You hate the narcissist? Good! Hate them. You want revenge? Good! Take revenge. You want to send negative energy back? Good! Send it back. You are afraid to be vilified? Don't be afraid. Be vilified. Good. Very good. The more vilified you are, the better it is. What did Rumi say? Do you know Rumi? This poet, this philosopher, he said, destroy your reputation. Be notorious. Notoriety. Enlightenment. Freedom. Healing. Protection. Okay? Leave the garden. Leave the reputation. Leave the, oh no, what are they going to think about me? Oh no, God is going to punish me. He's going to send the angels after me and all my children will be demons. And I will be in exile for the rest of my life. I will be doomed. That's the Lilith programming. Now, Lilith programming, unfortunately, is a collective blueprint. It's a collective brainwashing mind control device that is inherent in the human species as we know it today. It's rampant throughout society, but it only exists in the majority of human culture. It doesn't exist in every culture. For example, it doesn't exist in some faraway gone tribes that are dying and decaying, but exists in your world, in our world, in the world that I live and you live, most likely if you're watching this. Lilith programming is everywhere. Lilith programming is about somebody who believes that if people, if God, if the outside, the world around them, vilifies them, then they will be punished. And they are a bad person and they deserve to be punished. That's Lilith programming. So, sorry, if somebody doesn't make boundaries with a narcissist, it's because they're afraid of being punished by God most of the time. They may not even be aware of this. But really, that's what it is. You're afraid that God is going to punish you because you gave the narcissist a taste of his own medicine. And not only did you give him a taste, you also enjoyed it, didn't you? You liked hurting the narcissist, didn't you? You liked blocking them. You liked insulting that comment of that other insulter that tried to destroy your self-esteem. You enjoyed sadistically exposing that MF who just wasted your time and energy arguing some nonsense under your posts. You enjoyed destroying with razor-sharp arguments this guy who argued with some kind of nonsense with you the other day. You enjoyed being an embodiment of justice, and you are afraid that God will punish you for that. Lilith programming. So of course, who would be better suited to teach you about Lilith programming than a Sun Conjunction Lilith himself, me? Because I know I've been there. I've had to go through this. You know what happens biologically in your body, physically, not talking psychology, physically in your body, when you open your mouth and you insult the narcissist the way he insulted you, you're going to purge. If you go online, if you ruin their reputation, if you defame them, if you talk to their family, their friends, if you tell everybody what they did, your body is going to purge. You're going to release so much pus from your body you won't believe. I released pus for 3 weeks when I made the documentation about my narcissist ex a year ago, where I made a huge post on Facebook, over 30 pages long. I sent that to every family member of that MF, of that narcissist that he has, that I know of. Send it to them through email, messenger. And I didn't care if they blocked me. I told them, here, this is my documentation, my proof that this is a criminal. Oh, do you know what happened to me? I felt guilty. I felt like I was doing something wrong. Which of course I didn't. I didn't do anything wrong. And I knew I didn't. But my body hijacked Lilith programming, tried to convince me I was doing something wrong. So I went through a purge. First, my legs started to swell, became hot, inflamed. I got a super hot fever all over my body because I refused to delete that post that I sent everybody and shared with everyone. I was bedridden for a week. I couldn't move from my bed because I was concerned that I did something wrong, exposing somebody who tried to kill me, who stole everything from me, who destroyed people's lives all around me, destroyed the lives of my friends, people I've known for years. I've seen lives being destroyed by this person. And I felt so bad. I was bedridden for exposing this guy with clinical proof and testimonies that I collected. That's Lilith programming in a nutshell. And I released that shit because I told myself, I know. Third eye wide open, okay? I cracked open. I knew I was doing the right thing. I don't care if my body is so hijacked, so demonically possessed, so contaminated, so poisoned by the brainwashing that is working against me. I will not stop until that boundary is made and the truth is revealed. And that is sound connection Lilith. If you have that aspect, congratulations. If you don't, my condolences. Anyways, that was me. Because I was not afraid of the Lilith programming. You see the sun shining. Yes, Lilith, I know you don't want to leave the garden, but we're gonna leave. I'm in charge, Lilith, not you. In your shadow form of Eve. I'm Lilith now. I'm protecting myself against evil. And the evil is inside my body, trying to prevent me from making boundaries because, oh no, God could punish me for punishing the narcissist. So that's what happened to me. I need to share this personal story because I believe people need to hear this. I believe that if you really heal yourself from the Lilith programming, you will never struggle to make boundaries ever again. But when this happens to you, when you are in a situation in which you know what the narcissist is doing, you can see it, but you're just too guilty, too scared of God to take action, to do what must be done, to take revenge, to do justice. If you're afraid of justice because everybody around you has told you, don't do revenge, forgive and forget, because of that brainwashing, if you feel that guilt, maybe you will remember this video. Maybe you'll come back and watch it again because you need to watch it. If you feel guilty for taking revenge on somebody who's destroying everything and everyone, who's a source of entropy, of evil. Feeling guilty for destroying evil? Are you kidding me? Is this a fucking joke? Don't believe your body. I made another video about the new cage myth. The human body is divine and perfect. Guess what? It's not divine and perfect. Because it's been hijacked. Maybe at some point it was divine. Sure. The DNA blueprint, absolutely, divinity. But after thousands of years of traumatization, ancestral karma, you carry all that shit of your ancestors. Do you really believe that this is divine and perfect in its current form? Oh no. So it will work against you. And who are you? Are you the body? Do you give your life to the body like, oh, it's my temple, oh, it's a shrine, it's divine? Really? Do you really believe that this can give you all the answers? Or are you the one who has to have the answers? Who has to give the body those answers? If this body is refusing to listen to reason, and reason is here, frontal lobe, third eye. And why would it refuse to listen to reason? Of course, because of programming. I'm sorry, but this is like a computer. And a computer can take a virus. It's like a Trojan horse. You don't know that the Trojan horse is not a gift. That is not on your side. That program that you're running in your brain, and you don't even know it's a program. Because they told you, oh, it's just, we're trying to protect you against God's punishment. So we need you to be a sacrifice and be like Jesus Christ, to be a martyr, to give him the other cheek, because if you do what the narcissist does, which is to give him a taste of his own medicine, you will be punished. You are a bad person. The body has been programmed to believe that, because we've been, We've just come out of Christianity, the age of Pisces. Thousands of years of religious indoctrination, where Jesus Christ, I will sacrifice, I will die for everything and everyone, I will be dead person. A dead person is the human ideal. It's a death cult. So now we come up with grey rocking. Be a dead person again. Be Jesus Christ. And the narcissist will be punished. Really? Need to get away from this kind of thinking. We're getting into the age of Aquarius now. We're getting into the age of truth. And the truth, it's no longer about human sacrifice. Pisces is all about sacrifice. And Aquarius is about progress. It's about freedom. Freedom to break free from the programming. Break free from Saturn. Break the rules, Uranus says. Forget the rules. Don't conform. Conform to who? Society. Who's society? Society is made of people. And people are inside bodies. So the bodies are in charge of people. People are in charge of society. Society is Aquarius. We're in the age of society. So where does the change begin? In you. Your body must be deprogrammed. Like a computer. Yeah, right? Uranus rules technology. We're in the age of computers now. So if you don't recognize that this is a computer, it's been completely programmed to work against you, and you see those guilt, shame sensations in your body, and if you don't understand that the guilt and shame you feel is not your own, not yours, it's from the people, Aquarius community, who came before you, the past, right? Not the future. Into which we're going, age of Aquarius, which is progress, evolution. Evolution of what? Of this programming that says, turn the other cheek. Don't be punished by God. Be spiritual. Spiritual? What does it mean? For Aquarius, I'm just a computer. I don't care about spiritual. They're computers. Computers with computers. I just care about the truth. What is the truth? How does this computer work? Is it working for the good of humanity? Is it working for the good of the individual? Because if it's not, then what is it? But enough of this rambling. So the point is simple. If you want to make boundaries with a narcissist, all you need to do is to give them a taste of your medicine. Punish them if they try to torture you. Torture them back. If they try to manipulate you, manipulate them. If they try to hurt your friends, hurt their friends. I mean, don't hurt their friends. It's ridiculous. I mean, ruin their reputation. If they try to ruin yours. Of course, you need to use the truth if you want to be healthy. They use lies. So, don't use lies, but use the same strategies. Obviously, the strategies are working. My goodness, the strategies are working. The narcissist is driving you crazy. Why? Because it's working. So why would you do something that doesn't work? You already see the method would work, so do it. So if I see somebody talk shit to me, I talk shit to them. Big deal. If I see somebody criticize me in a manner that is unrealistic, stupid, then I do the same to them. Of course, I'm not always going to be a mirror, because I have will, I can decide, okay, if I don't want to mirror your energy, if I just want to block, then I block. And if I want to play games, then I play games. I play games with narcissists all the time. Yeah, I manipulate them because I tell them in the comments, oh, I thank you so much for love bombing me. I really appreciate it. So nice of you. Meanwhile, I know they're a narcissist and I'm planning to get rid of them, to block them. But first I wait for them by making little screenshots of the love bombing, waiting 2 weeks until I post something that they don't agree with, then see them insult me under that post because I disagreed, then make screenshot again and then post it. Narcissists don't play me, I play them. It's very easy to play narcissists. They're predictable. It's very easy. You know what they're doing. You know what they're gonna do because we always use the same strategies. It's not hard to outplay them, like, really. Just pretend that you don't know what they're doing. They're so gullible. They're so grandiose. They believe they're always successful manipulating you anyways. They will never assume that somehow you saw through their deception and that you can see them. It would be too injurious to their ego because they're too insecure. So they're going to believe that you don't know what they're doing. Use it to your advantage. There's a whole course on YouTube called How to Manipulate a Narcissist, Step by Step by Sam Bachman. Unfortunately, that video has been deleted. I saw somebody told me the other day, really unfortunate, that video was deleted because he did it with Richard Grennan. And because Richard Grennan had a fallout with him, he decided to delete all the videos that he made with him. But I'm telling you this because this is a proven strategy. There are literally experts on narcissism out there who advise people to manipulate the manipulator because not only is it easy, but it freaking works. So just do it. Okay, how do you do it? That will take another video. You need to watch the course. If you can find it, if you cannot, it's not really my problem because I already saw it and I don't care. It's not my problem. Actually, I don't even remember the content of the course. I saw it 3 times, but it is an hour long, so it got in and out and I don't remember it. Otherwise, I would just tell you what is inside of it. Sorry, can't do that. But I can tell you what I do now. You bait and you make screenshots. Screenshots, screenshots, screenshots. Record them without them knowing. Don't tell them what you're going to do. Just pretend that you're doing one thing while you're doing another. Be nice. Be like, yes, thank you so much for your love bombing. And at the same time be like, yeah, I know what you're doing. I'm collecting. And then bait them by making a post which you know they disagree with. See what they say. And then expose. And then get rid of them. And boom. It's very enjoyable. It's fun. No? Well, I agree. Because narcissists are very predictable, so it's boring. We're always doing the same thing. Really. I mean, so many times on Facebook, I read the comments and I'm like, bro, is this a fucking robot? It's always the same. I need to make another video where I'm talking about this. I need to show you my screenshot list. I have a whole blacklist of narcissists I collected on Facebook. I have a whole list. I know it's my Lilith conjunction sun. Don't judge. Yeah, actually do judge, but why are you judging negatively? It's fun making blacklists. And I made folders where I collected little screenshots of all the shit shows of ridiculous, irrational arguments that all these people made. So I could have scientific collection. Because I'm a Cancer, I like to collect things. It's like a museum. And I could post it. I could show you what these people are saying. Let me give you one example now. Of a conversation. Ah, yes. So I made a screenshot of somebody who made a post that showed me that person is definitely a narcissist. So this person said, and I quote now, "Truth is, I never had a chance. I was born to alcoholic parents and found a guy dead in my house of a drug overdose when I was only 6. I was chased with drugs my entire life. I luckily never lost myself or was addicted. I walked away every time. I don't know if my blueprint was hijacked. I don't know anything. But I've never been around loving, supportive humans, not ever in this lifetime. This lifetime gave me a few days of joy, but now I'm homeless in my car at 45 years old. I have no plans, no goals, no direction. I have no idea why I'm even here. I'm still blah 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 blah, alone and unsupported. Nothing has changed, blah blah blah. I deserve better, blah blah. I have such a kind and sensitive heart, blah blah. All betrayed me, everybody, victim consciousness." So this is one post that I collected, where I'm like, yeah, okay, this girl is obviously a narcissist. She also told in her bio, "When the power of love overcomes the love of power, the world will know peace." First of all, how can you talk about love if you're a victim? So that's how you see narcissists contradict themselves. Somebody who is a real victim, not a fake victim like a narcissist, a real victim will never say that love will heal everything. Are you kidding me? A real victim is disgusted by the idea of love. They don't want love. But a fake victim, a narcissist, they'll speak all about love to cure everything. Meanwhile, they're not cured and they're not spreading any love. But they're talking about it a lot. Okay. How about a conversation between narcissists? Okay, now here a narcissist said, his name is Ryan Polling, you can look it up. "If you're judging someone for being in their shadow, you are in your shadow." Okay. So if I judge somebody for being a narcissist, I'm a narcissist. So you see, this is the kind of language narcissists use. You know you're dealing with a narcissist if they say something like this. "If you judge me, you are unhealed." Okay, cool. Another example. "You seem to have a lot of unresolved judgment towards me." No, wait a second. I need to find another example. Sorry. I need time to get through this archive, really. I have a lot of these files. Let me see. Man, I've had so many people who followed me, love bombed me, and then I had to block them because they devalued me in the next step. So here another narcissist said that you are bitter and you are cold. That's why you make these posts. Who hurt you? You know, they say these kinds of things. And they're usually also misogynistic in some kind of way, a lot of the time. So you will see a lot of narcissist coaches online who say, "Oh, fellas, anytime you become emotionally attached to a woman, you lose your power." Okay. So they also talk about how attachment to a person or a thing means you're mentally ill. Well, since narcissists are unable to attach to anything, let alone themselves, of course, they have a nervous mental breakdown the moment they attach to something. Because they can't. They can't stay attached. The moment they get attached, they explode. Anyways, you know the drill with narcissists. Now, to conclude this video, if you want to make boundaries, just have to stop caring about what does a person do to punish you for making boundaries. If you are afraid of retaliation, you're not going to make boundaries, really. So you need to be radical, you need to be ruthless. Okay, you know they're not going to like you, right? If you tell them that you don't like to be love bombed and they complain about it and call you difficult, big deal. So you just do it anyways. I mean, this is really not difficult. I mean, oh my god. The reason why it's difficult for people is because they care more about maintaining the attachment to the person, and they care about maintaining the attachment to their own boundaries, their own mental health. It's like, if you want to be healthy, you need to stop eating certain foods, right? So then you need to stop entertaining certain behaviors. You need to tell them, no, I don't eat this. No, I don't listen to love bombing. No, I don't listen to people who devalue me in one step and then love bomb me in the next, or other way around. No, I don't argue with people who use flawed logical fallacies and word salad. No, I do not explain myself to people who don't care about my explanation. And so on, and so forth. So it's about no, no, no. It'll be like Saturn. The more difficult you are, the more cold you are, right? They always tell you, oh, you're so cold. Yes, you are cold. Good. Good. You are cold. You are bitter. Yeah, hopefully you are bitter, because bitter herbs, they're healthy. They're good for you. If you don't take bitter herbs, how are you going to detox? So you be bitter, so you can detox them. And they also tell you, oh, you don't care about me. Yes, you don't care about them, because they're trash. So bye. Detox. Good. They're bad people. You want to get rid of them. Great. See how easy that is? If you don't want to eat meat at the party, if you don't want to drink alcohol, you don't drink alcohol, you don't eat meat. If you're on Facebook and you're posting something and you don't want to read criticism, well, you're gonna always have criticism. Then don't use Facebook. I'm sorry, but then don't use Facebook. But if you're talking about trolling, if you're talking about judgmental people who are literally trying to tear you down, and you just block them. Don't argue with them, don't talk to them, unless you want to, unless you enjoy it. So the key is you just do whatever the heck you want and you don't care. You do what you want, don't care. The result, what is the result? The result is that toxic people are out of your life. And you get what you want, because you're doing it. You're not thinking, oh, is God going to judge me? Oh, are people going to think I'm demon? Oh, is somebody eventually bring me bad karma and call me a narcissist because I used narcissist tactics against narcissists? You don't care about any of that. You're like Aquarius. You're like a psychopath. Psychopathic strategies work. So don't be afraid to use them. And if you don't like that, then big deal. I don't care. Because that's what I use. So I don't care if you disagree. So if you found this helpful, leave a like, and thanks for watching. See you in the next video.